Welcome children to the second video of revision, that is lesson number 3 questions. In the previous video we have discussed the summary of the lesson and one activity. I hope you all have done the activity. So let's see the answers of the activity. And the activity was arranging the events in a proper order, proper sequence. 9 events were given to you and you have to arrange that in a proper order. I hope you all have done this activity. So let's see the answers of this. So statement number 1, that is event number 1, is the thought of finding the answers of 3 questions came to a certain king. Second, the king sent messengers throughout his kingdom. The messengers announced the reward. Several wise men tried to give the answers of the 3 questions. Number 5, the king went to meet the hermit. Number 6, the wounded man came to the hut. Number 7, the king and the hermit helped the wounded man. Number 8, the bearded man asked for the forgiveness of the king. And number 9, the hermit gave the answers of the 3 questions. So I hope most of your answers are correct. Now let's discuss the question answers of the lesson, that is the textbook exercise, and the first, that is comprehension check 1, which is on page number 10. And the first, why did the king want to know answers to the 3 questions? In the summary also I have told you, and in the previous videos also, that the king wanted to be successful in all of the work which he would do in his life. So for that reason he wanted to know the answers of the 3 questions. Number 2, messengers were sent throughout the kingdom. For what reason? To announce a reward for those who could answer the questions. So this was the reason that the messengers were sent. Then comprehension check 2, that is on page number 14. That complete the following sentences by adding the appropriate parts of the sentences given in the box. So first 5 are the incomplete part of the sentences, and below 5, which are with the dot, they are the remaining part of the sentences. So you have to match it properly. Like for first statement, that is many wise men answered the king's questions. And the answer, but their answers were so varied that the king was not satisfied. So this is the complete sentence now. Number 2, someone suggested that there should be a council of wise men. And the answer, to help the king act at the right time. Now it has become a complete sentence. Number 3, someone else suggested that the king should have a timetable and follow it strictly. This is the answer of number 3. Number 4, the king requested the hermit to answer 3 questions. We know that the king went to meet the hermit for getting the answers of his 3 questions. And last, number 5, the king washed and dressed the bearded man's wound, but the bleeding would not stop. This is the answer of number 5. So comprehension check 2 also completed. Now working with the text. Again on the page number 14, answer the following questions. First question, why was the king advised to go to the magicians? We know that the king wanted the exact time to start something, to begin at a proper time. And many people, they have tried to give the answers, but the answers were varied. The timetable should not be followed strictly because some of the urgent things he could not wait for the emergencies to the decisions of the councillors or the suggestion of the councillors. So if the king want to begin the thing at the proper time, so he should look into the future, and only magicians can see the future. So it is advised to the king that he should go to the magicians to find out that what is the right time to begin something. Question number 2. In answer to the second question, whose advice did the people say would be important to the king? So, in order to decide that what was the second question? That which are the important people to whom the king should listen. And for this, the people, they have given the answer that most necessary to the king were his counselors. Others said priest, and a few others chose the doctors. And yet others said that his soldiers were the most necessary person. That is the answers which he got in the second question. Question number 3. What suggestions were made in answer to the third question? The third question was, what is the important thing for him to do? And the answer for this is that, to the third question, some said that science is the most important. Others chose as fighting is the most important. And some others said that religious worship was the most important thing. Again, different answers. Question number 4. Did the wise men win the reward? If not, why not? We know that the king had announced the award for the person who would answer the 3 questions properly. And we have seen that learned men, they came and they had given the answers also. But everyone's answer was different and the king was not satisfied with any of the answer. So, no one win the reward because they were not able to give the answer to the king properly, which will make the king satisfied. And because of that, they didn't get any reward. Question number 5. How did the king and the hermit help the wounded man? We know that the king and the hermit, when they were discussing, the king was asking the hermit to give answers to his questions. At that time, one wounded man, injured man, he came near. And how did the king and the hermit they help? So by redressing the man's clothing, that the wound which there was in his stomach, the king and the hermit, they washed and covered it with his handkerchief, but the blood would not stop flowing. So the king redressed the wound. Redress means again and again he was dressing the injury till the last bleeding would not stop. So till that moment the king redressed that wound, and afterwards they took the wounded man into the hut to take rest. So in this way both of them helped the wounded man. In question number 6 we have 2 sub questions. Question number 1. Who was the bearded man? The bearded man means the injured man. He was the enemy of the king. And why he was the enemy? Because the king had snatched the property of the man's brother and even killed his brother. So he became the enemy of the king. Question number 2. Why did he ask for the king's forgiveness? He asked for the king's forgiveness because the bearded man was planning to kill the king and take his revenge. But the king has saved his life. And so he asked for the forgiveness of the king. Question number 7. The king forgave the bearded man. What did he do to show his forgiveness? We know that the king has solved the matter peacefully by forgiving the bearded man. But to show how we come to know that he has forgiven that man. So what he did, the king forgave the bearded man. And we can understand by the things that the king sent his own doctor and servant to look after the bearded man. That was his first action. The second action which he did, that the king promised him that he will return his property back. These were the two things by which we can say that the king had forgiven the wounded man. Question number 8. What were the hermit's answer to the three questions? Write each answer separately. Which answer do you like most and why? So I'll be giving you the three answers of the hermit, and which you like most, that you will do by your own, because I cannot compel my opinion on you. You have to think by your own for the last, that is which answer do you like. So the first question's answer which the hermit was given, that the most important time was the present time, the now time, because that is only the time which is in our hand where we can act. For the second question, the hermit had given the answer that the important person whom he should listen is the person who is with you at a proper time, at the present time. And the most important thing to do for a person is to do good with the person who is with you at a particular moment, because we are sent into this world for this noble cause only. So these were the answers of the hermits for the three questions. Now you have to think, you have to tell and write that which one you like the most and why. Reason also you have to write. Now let's do the activity. Match atoms in list A with their meanings in list B. We know that there are so many new words in the lesson, and the meanings, that is, we have to find out in the dictionary. So here near about 7 words are given, and the meanings of that given in the B column. You can use the dictionary for this, and you have to solve this. After solving that, like for example, fainted is given. Fainted means lost consciousness. After finding the means match the atoms of A with B, use any three of the above words in sentences of your own. You may change the form of the word. Need to change the form of the words also. Means we can use the word as a noun. You can use the word as a verb also. So the first, that is wounded, means severely injured. Awoke, that is the past tense of awake, that is got up from sleep. Forgive means pardon. Faithful, loyal. Pity, feel sorry for. Beds, small patches of ground for plants. And return, give back. So this we have solved, and using the three words, any of the three words you will be using in your own sentences. You will be making your own sentence using this. Now the next activity number 2. Each of the following sentences has 2 blanks. Fill in the blanks with appropriate forms of the word given in brackets. Just in the previous activity I told you that you can use the word as a verb also, you can use the word as a noun also. Let's see the example. He has blank to help me. Do you think he will remember his blank question mark? And the word is given as promise. See the answer. He has promised to help me. So the word promise is used with the ed form, that is the V3, means past participle form. So here we can say that the verb form of the word promise is used in the first blank. Second, do you think he will remember his promise? Again the word promise, which is the noun form. So if you see the sentence, in the first blank we have used the verb form, and in the second blank we have used the noun form. In the same manner, we have to do the remaining sentences. Number 1, the blank said that only fresh evidence would make him change his blank, and the word is given as judge. We know that the judge who are in the court. So the first, the judge said that only fresh evidence would make him change his judgment. So the first word judge we have used as a noun, and judgment also a noun, but the meanings are different. I didn't notice any serious blank of opinion among the debaters, although they blank from one another over small points, and the word given is differ. So the first blank, I didn't notice any serious difference of opinion among the debaters, although they differ. So the first difference is the noun form, and the second blank differ, that is the verb form. Number 3, it's a fairly simple question too, blank, but will you accept my dash as final, and the word is given answer. So the first, it's a fairly simple question to answer. This is as a verb form, that is the infinitive form. 2 plus V1 is called as infinitive, to answer. But will you accept my answer as final? So here answer is functioning as a noun. Question number 4. It isn't blank that blank should always be the mother of invention, and the word is given necessary. So the answer, it isn't necessary that necessity should be always the mother of invention. So the first blank necessary and second blank necessity. Number 5. Hermits are dash how they acquire dash there no one can tell. And the word is given wise. Hermits are wise men. How they acquire their wisdom. In the first, wise is the adjective, wise men, and the second, wisdom, is the abstract noun. Number 6. The committee has blank to make Jagdish captain of the team. The blank is likely to please everyone, and the word is decide. The committee has decided, that is V3 form, past participle, means it is the verb form of the word decide. To make Jagdish captain of the team, the decision is likely to please everyone. Decision, again the noun form. Number 7, asking for blank is as noble as willingness to blank, and the word is given forgive. The answer will be asking for forgiveness, noun form, is as noble as willingness to forgive, verb form. So understood? In all these sentences, we have used the same word with the different form and different meaning. Some at one moment we have used the word as a verb, and we do the necessary changes according to the tense. In some of the blank we have used as the noun. Again, for formation of noun also we have made some changes in that. So in this way we have completed all the textual exercise of the lesson 3 questions. I hope now all the things are clear to you.